La poubelle est pleine.
Une nouvelle poubelle. Plastique.
Vous croyez qu'ils sont libres ce soir?
Vous croyez que ce nouveau resto est sympa? Ce nouveau resto est sympa.
L'hôtel est à 800 mètres d'ici.
Within the spiritual life, and most importantly for us to understand in the spiritual life and reunion and communion with God. And last week,
Nous rêvons de voir cette pièce de théâtre à Londres.
the false light of our pursuit of devotion, that we can immediately begin to see what is beautiful about religious life, religiosity, and
Quelle est la différence entre ces deux vins?
God has created us for union and communion with Him. And so there is something within us that longs for God, and something that God alone can fulfill within us, a desire that we have for His love that only He can meet. And so naturally, when we are going to be drawn to this in one form or another, certainly resisting in many ways, we are attracted more to the things of this world. But once our eyes are open to the beauty of that reality,
Quelle est la différence entre ces deux plats?
and desire for ourselves, we see the beauty of the life of virtue and what has been revealed to us in Christ, the beauty of
Ces
the
peintures sont
love
horribles.
that is manifest on the cross in the Eucharist and the gift of the Holy Spirit. And so this is kind of the beginning of the spiritual life. As we begin to move toward God and away from a life of sin, at least outwardly. We begin to alter our life to avoid the things that
Tu connais ce quartier?
sin has perhaps
Connais.
thinking about it
Quartier.
upon us or thinking about a relationship
J'adore ce quartier.
at all. So something beautiful
Quartier.
which is here within and a sense of identity. And this is what makes it the struggle with it so challenging, because the beginning of the spiritual life is also the beginning of what can develop into a kind of tragedy for us that we can put on, that is religiosity, and clothes, and we can form and fashion an identity, a sense of self that's rooted very much in our religiosity, religious life.
Salut, bienvenue dans Conversation avec Zari, l'émission où je discute avec des élèves de mon lycée. Je m'appelle Zari et aujourd'hui, je parle avec Léa, la surveillante qui a des histoires incroyables à raconter. Mais d'abord, voici quelques mots que vous devez connaître.
Casquette. Bateau. Portait. Couru.
Léa, on dit que tu as vu quelque chose de très suspect pendant le voyage scolaire. C'est vrai?
Oui, Zari. Pendant notre promenade près des yachts, j'ai vu quelqu'un agir de façon étrange. Très étrange.
Oh là là, un suspect étrange, près des yachts? Mais enfin, que faisait-il?
Il portait une casquette noire et regardait autour de lui. Ensuite, il a couru sans rien dire. Ensuite, il a couru sans rien dire.
C'est comme dans un film. Et puis, qu'est-ce que tu as fait? Tu as appelé quelqu'un?
Oui, j'ai prévenu les enseignants. Mais quand nous sommes revenus, le suspect avait disparu près des bateaux. Mais quand nous sommes revenus, le suspect avait disparu près des bateaux. Mais quand nous...
Fait? C'est comme dans un film. Et puis, qu'est-ce que tu as fait? Tu as appelé quelqu'un?
Oui, j'ai prévenu les enseignants. Mais quand nous sommes revenus, le suspect avait disparu près des bateaux. Prudente, ces yachts attirent parfois des pirates modernes, tu sais. Ces yachts attirent parfois des pirates modernes, tu sais.
Mais enfin, des pirates modernes? Maintenant, j'ai peur des yachts, moi aussi. Merci Léa pour cette histoire passionnante. C'est la fin de l'émission Conversation avec Zari. À la prochaine.
As image like this, we're drawn to him, and there's going to be something within us that is very powerful, that we want to hold to. And yet, because of our weakness and because of our sin, we will often make the feelings, the sense of identity that
Cette histoire n'est pas réelle.
has the end in itself, as if it
Il faut que nous finissions ça.
and so
Il faut que nous finissions ça.
sort of
J'ai envie qu'on se promène.
on this, that religiosity at times can be a false light for us. And I think you can look at anyone entering into their Christian life with a kind of freshness in regards to this reality, being formed or not formed in the faith, being something that is
Souvent. Ici.
that alters one's
Je ne veux pas que les chats dorment
that
ici.
alters even one's emotional state. Oh, this is going to be very powerful. And so this movement away from simply creating an identity for ourselves,
Il s'inquiète de la météo.
reality is going to be something that's is very difficult. That ego, this sense of yourself, is not something that goes easy
Finissons.
into the night.
Tu sais que ce film raconte une histoire réelle?
Simply let us set it aside. That if we create this identity of religion, that our perception of religion, of who God is, we practice the faith, is going to be something that provides us with a kind of mental security, perception of reality. And whenever that is threatened by someone else who doesn't believe what we believe, who attacks it, we
Ça m'est venu à l'esprit en regardant ce film.
and want to protect from them. And so often people will get in fights with each other. Great anger, hostility will rise. Certainly wars have arisen of religiosity over the course of time. And so we see this in the life of Christ himself. Here is an itinerant preacher from Galilee, from Nazareth, and yet who teaches with authority, has no education himself in comparison to the scribes and the Pharisees, and yet his preaching is so powerful that great crowds begin to emerge around him, and it threatens the authority, the identity of the professional religious,
Esprit.
the scribes and the Pharisees.
Ne.
And so they begin to
Prêt. Pour ça.
ways to trip him up with his words. One of the things that came to mind right before the group was they're questioning Jesus about why his disciples do not fast, and that he's not following some of the
Routine.
traditions laid down I'm sorry, not why they don't fast, why they don't wash their hands before they eat. The scribes and the Pharisees had created a whole set of prescriptions that surrounded the law, and that they saw as following the law or the Ten Commandments itself. And so these laws of ritual bowls, even beds, things such as that, became something that was seen as mandatory, as a sign of fidelity to God, and that one was a righteous person. And so obviously the scribes and the Pharisees had this deep knowledge of Scripture, of the law, but in practice as well. They followed all these
Le stage artistique. Zari arrive en courant vers Lily qui lit dans la cour.
Lily, j'ai trouvé le programme d'été parfait. Un stage artistique.
Super. Un autre truc où des gens prétendent être créatifs ensemble.
Je dois postuler avant vendredi. Tu veux être ma conseillère?
Ta conseillère? Pourquoi moi?
Parce que tu es artiste. C'est un avantage énorme. S'il te plaît.
D'accord. Mon premier conseil, n'y va pas.
Lily, sois sérieuse.
And so it goes beyond for us, just something that creates or shapes our view of the view of religiosity and our practice. The second talk is focused upon, and the title of it is because it made the violence we call righteousness.
Ok. Écrit que l'art moderne est une arnaque et que les musées sont ennuyeux.
C'est génial! Ils vont adorer mon point de vue original.
Zari, c'était du sarcasme.
Non, non, continue. Qu'est-ce que je dois dire d'autre?
Que tu préfères dessiner seul dans ta chambre que de collaborer?
Parfait. Ça montre mon indépendance créative.
Plusieurs semaines plus tard, Zari court vers Lily avec
J'ai été acceptée. Ils ont dit que mon approche non conformiste était exactement ce qu'ils cherchaient.
Attends, quoi? Mon cynisme a marché?
Oui, le directeur a écrit que c'était rafraîchissant de lire quelque chose d'honnête.
C'est ironique. Ma négativité est devenue positive.
Tu vois, je savais que tu étais la conseillère parfaite.
La prochaine fois, je te conseille de ne pas suivre mes conseils.
Even before time begins, within the mind of God is a vision, a design for how we are to be created as human beings and what relationship God is going to draw us into with Himself. The union, the communion, the deification, the participation in the very life of God that we are called to. And how this is going to be made manifest. And yet, here we have Paul saying to Timothy, this is a design that emerges out of eternity. And yet, as human beings, we will often construct a design for salvation. We live out a religious life that we think is going to be pleasing to God. And so if we are living in our minds a moral life, a virtuous life, if we are praying, if we are fasting, or keeping all, as the Pharisees, all the prescriptions around the law, then we're living a righteous life. And the focus of this reflection is that, again, this is not only a distortion of reality, it's not only something that permeates our minds and our hearts because of the narcissism that emerges out of our sinfulness, that we are self-focused rather than being focused on God and others. It is actually a form of violence towards the truth, violence against love, violence against union with God, because it's that God has revealed to us and His Son. We are holding on, even as Christians, to the way that we view the gospel, the way that we view what it means to be religious, ourselves to be drawn by the according to what He desires for us, according to the light that He reveals to us, and a kind of radical vulnerability to the action of God's grace in our life in a way that is not. And this is the point is
Vous
that we can be
seriez
as
bronzé.
in our religiosity as we are in anything else. In fact, we're more intense about religiosity.
Tu as déjà vendu toutes tes photos?
We feel that we are protecting
Vendu
something
toutes
divine,
tes
something
photos.
that is essential for our
Il ne s'est pas bien
salvation
préparé pour la
of
réunion.
others. And so anything that becomes the kind
Ne
of threat to
est
that, even if it
bien
makes us
préparé
prisoner, then
la
this is the last
réunion.
act of violence that it creates.
Il ne
It's
s'est pas bien
violence against
préparé
our
pour la réunion.
selves. We're imprisoned in our own ego. It's
Nos
when we
pizzas étaient bonnes. On les a déjà finies.
again, we see ourselves having lived a life of virtue. We don't live like others do. You know, we seek to avoid the really big sins. We go to mass, so on and so forth. And yet, when something comes up against that, whether it's from the hand of God,
Déjà,
through
oh,
the writings of the fathers, or
baleine,
scriptures, that
le
is
océan.
going to seem
Je suis content pour Paul qui a très bien réussi.
of that ego and the pride, the narcissism that surrounds it. It becomes a threat to us. And so we will discipline ourselves and we will seek to purify our conduct, we'll restrain our passion, our thoughts, seek purity of mind. So outwardly, transformation takes place. So we see and others see changes in our life from how we used to live. And sometimes it feels to us like
Était
we don't recognize the person that
notre
we in our life
guide.
in comparison to when we
Nous
underwent a
perdu.
conversion of life. We turned toward Christ in a more radical way. So this is not a denial of kind of transformation that emerges within us, within our lives. All that is saying is that that transformation can be something that is out, that we are acting in a different way, and yet we see it as a machine, not even see it.
Comment est-ce que je fais pour aller à l'aéroport?
Comment est-ce que je fais pour aller à l'aéroport?
Ourselves is the source of life. Our choices, our will, our ascetic disciplines leading to this transformation. And it can be an incredibly seductive aspect of the one's
Sur
vocation,
A,
because he can lead us.
c'est à l'ouest de la ville.
It's not a threat to the demons. They know the scriptures better than we know them, and they can draw us into a particular path that solidifies this religiosity in our life. And so, you know, the devil's not going to be one who never.
Marie habite dans un quartier très sympa au nord de la Seine.
And yet,
Elle aime traverser les ponts de Paris à pied. La vue est très belle.
That's what he will try to do, and he will try to lead a person. So inwardly, though, something remains untouched. The ego survives. It survives precisely the Father's laws inside virtue. And so
I,
we
A,
embrace virtue. There
combien?
is this transformation that
Arrondi,
takes place,
Paris.
but the ego is nestled comfortably in the midst of it, and is directing it. St. John Climacus writes that vainglory completes
Je.
every virtue a man
Timbre.
performs. So we can humble ourselves for somebody, and then 2 minutes later be telling ourselves, we imitated Christ in this, or we can, fast for a day,
2,
and then immediately after we break the fast, have some vainglorious thought that we have overcome gluttony.
vous,
And so
me, dire,
pride, the ego,
est,
becomes
Montmartre.
fully into us because of something such as vainglory. It attaches itself to fasting,
Je
to prayer, to
peux
obedience. It
trouver
wraps
des
this in.
timbres ou
So the demons, and even our own ego, our own sense of self, want to want to pat ourselves on the back. This is true. This is something we your life. You've
La cena olvidada. Oscar llega al apartamento de Lucy para su reunión mensual del club.
Lucy, querida, ¿estás lista para discutir el nuevo libro del chef francés?
Sí, pero Oscar, ¿dónde está la comida?
¿La comida?
Era tu turno de cocinar la cena temática, ¿no te acuerdas?
Por supuesto que me acuerdo. La comida está en camino.
Oscar, ¿no trajiste...?
No es verdad. Traje algo muy especial.
¿Qué cosa?
Es comida minimalista, muy moderna.
Oscar, admite que te olvidaste.
Bueno, tal vez no recordé todos los detalles.
Oscar corre a la cocina de Lucy y empieza a buscar ingredientes.
Voy a cocinar algo magnífico ahora mismo.
Solo tengo cereal y plátanos.
¡Perfecto! Voy a hacer algo creativo con el desayuno.
15 minutos después, Oscar presenta un plato extraño.
¡Voilá! Cereal caliente con plátano flambeado.
Oscar, quemaste el cereal.
Está tostado a propósito. Es mi estilo.
What is that at the end for? I don't know what proposito.
Bueno, no importa. Pedí comida china hace media hora.
Okay, you know that.
¿Qué? ¿Sabías que se me iba a olvidar?
Hang on a minute. Oh yeah. Se me iba. I was going to forget.
Oscar, te conozco desde hace 30 años. Siempre olvidas cocinar.
Pero mi cereal caliente es una obra de arte.
Claro, querido. Lo vamos a recordar para siempre.
Oops. How did that happen? No, that's not what I meant to say. Never mind. I could have added in su casa propia.
Lasaña. Atentado.
Diagonal.
Unidad.
Espero que no pierdan la pierden. Pierdan.
Cuando calentemos la cena, te aviso.
Mamá, mañana en la mañana, cuando despertemos, comeremos la lasaña que hiciste hoy. Estaba muy rica y quiero desayunar con eso.
Es mejor que quieras una manzana. Esta lasaña me recuerda a mi infancia.
Esta lasaña me recuerda de mi infancia.
Esta lasaña me recuerda a mi infancia.
Ojalá.
She'll want to try the lasagna that I made her.
Quiera. Lasaña. ¿Qué? Le. Hice.
Does it need another K in there? I think it
¿Qué?
does.
Cuando cocinemos salmón, vamos a invitarte.
When we cook salmon. We're going to invite you. When we heat dinner up,
¿Cuándo? Cena.
I'll inform you.
Te aviso.
¿Quieres que encienda la estufa para cocinar la lasaña?
You want to light the stove to cook the lasagna. Oh, do you want me to turn on the stove?
Nos iremos una vez que almorcemos.
We will go once that we eat. Are you coming to my house to eat lasagna?
¿Quieres que encienda la estufa para cocinar la lasaña?
¿Quieres que... yeah. That could be him to turn on the stove. Do you want me to? Okay.
to get Super Duolingo? We can do a free trial.
But what if you change your mind? What if I forget to cancel?
Don't worry. They send a reminder 2 days before your trial ends.
Huh? Okay.
Good, I already signed us up.
Oh, come on! Well, you heard the kid. Give Super a try for free.
Oh, hey! You're on Duolingo too! Guess what? People with Super have 4 times longer streaks. You know, the learning kind of streak. So if you're just sitting there, you might as well start your free trial of Super.
Te doy la bienvenida a Junior Pregunta Todo, donde hago muchas preguntas para intentar entender el mundo de los adultos. Soy Junior, y la pregunta de hoy es sobre lasaña. Voy a hablar con Felipe. Él es un cocinero experto. Antes de empezar, estas son algunas palabras que deberías saber.
Receta. Variedad. Capas. Funciona.
Felipe, ¿por qué no cocinamos lasaña más veces en mi casa?
Hola Junior. Bueno, hacer lasaña toma tiempo. Hay que preparar los ingredientes y cocinar con cuidado.
Pero yo hago un sándwich en 5 minutos. ¿Por qué la lasaña no es igual de rápida?
La lasaña es más complicada. Tienes que hacer capas con pasta, salsa y queso. Es algo único, ¿no crees? Es algo único, ¿no crees?
Sí, pero si es tan increíble, ¿por qué no probemos a hacerla todos los días?
Porque Junior, comer lasaña todos los días sería aburrido. A veces necesitamos variedad en las comidas.
No entiendo. Yo como pizza casi todos los días y nunca me aburro. ¿Quizás no hacemos suficiente lasaña?
Bueno, Junior, la pizza es más rápida de preparar, pero cuando cocinemos lasaña, podremos disfrutar algo especial. Pero cuando cocinemos lasaña, podremos disfrutar algo especial.
Entonces parece que el problema es que la lasaña es lenta. ¿Podemos inventar una lasaña rápida?
Esa es una idea interesante. Quizás podríamos probar una receta más simple y ver si funciona.
Sí, así todo el mundo puede comer lasaña rápido y feliz. Llamémosla Lasaña Junior.
Me gusta cómo suena eso. Una lasaña fácil y divertida, perfecta para ti, Junior.
Y así termina Junior Pregunta Todo. Recuerda, nunca hay demasiadas preguntas. Hasta pronto.
That's enough of that then. Oops.
عندي رقم هاتف جديد. السفر إلى الأردن شيء ممتاز. عندي رقم هاتف جديد. قلم الأستاذ غالي. هذا قلم الأستاذ. قلم الأستاذة. الخرطوم عاصمة السودان. الخرطوم في السودان. الخرطوم في السودان. حاسوبك سريع وغالي.
And expensive. I don't know why I did that. Spacious.
هل هذا رقمك يا مها؟ حاسوبي كرسي القطة. كرسي القطة في بيتي. كرسي القط في بيتي. هل هذا رقمك يا مها؟ هل أنا كرسي القطة؟
Stop right there. If you are aged between 50 to 80,
I need more energy, probably.
Oh hey! You know, you could be learning faster, with no ads and unlimited energy. Want to feel a rush? Start your free trial of Super. Woohoo!
هل تفضلون أن ترتاحوا؟ أنا نعسان وأنت كيفك؟ كيفك يا سارة؟ نعسانة؟ يا سارة نعسانة. السفر إلى الأردن شيء ممتاز. زوجي لا يحب أن يرتاح. إلى الأردن شيء ممتاز. هل يريدون أن يرتاحوا؟
Oops. Not paying attention. My husband does not like to rest.
زوجي لا يحب أن يرتاح. هل يحبون أن يرتاحوا؟ لا أعرف لماذا لا يحبون أن يرتاحوا. لا أعرف لماذا لا يحبون أن يرتاحوا. يحبون أن يرتاحوا. يا بوب وسارة وسام، هل تحبون أن ترتاحوا؟
That's wrong as well.
يا بوب وسارة وسام، هل تحبون أن ترتاحوا؟ بوب وسام، هل تحبون أن ترتاحوا؟
Buy now with up to 12 months to pay. Delight them with the Dyson Airwrap.
Der Kellner hat recht. Bea und ihr Freund Tim sind im Restaurant.
Ich bin hungrig.
Es gibt hier sehr leckeren Fisch.
Der Kellner kommt zu ihnen.
Guten Abend. Was möchten Sie essen?
Ich nehme den Fisch, bitte.
Ich auch, bitte.
Gern. Was möchten Sie trinken? Wir haben einen wunderbaren Bio-Wein. Er ist nicht billig, aber er schmeckt fantastisch mit dem Fisch.
Wir nehmen den Wein, bitte.
Gern.
Der Kellner bringt den Fisch und
Der Fisch sieht lecker aus.
Der Wein sieht auch gut aus. Prost, Bea.
aber Tims Glas fällt aus seiner Hand. Und Beas Fisch schwimmt jetzt in Weißwein.
Dein Fisch.
Dein Wein.
Bea isst ihren Fisch.
Der Kellner hat recht. Der Wein schmeckt fantastisch zusammen mit dem Fisch.
Bio-Wein. Bitte. Ich auch. Nicht billig. Leck.
Buy now with up to 12 months to pay. Delight them with the Dyson.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hang on a minute. That's right, I do need more energy.
If your loved ones live abroad and you want to call them often, I found this great app that will save you a ton of money. Just take a look. It's called Yola and it's an app for international calls. It has super cheap rates to call mobile phones anywhere. But what's crazy is that you can also call landlines. That means friends and family back home don't need to install the app or have an internet connection to get your call. You will connect with your loved ones no matter.
Buy now with up to 12 months to pay. Delight them.
When you're so dedicated you do your Duolingo everywhere, even here, you should probably try Super to get faster learning. But it's your choice. It's not like Duo's here, right? Right? Maybe start a free trial, just in case.
Na hora. Quantos?
Quando? Em?
Quantas laranjas é que você tem?
Quantos ovos ela quer? Quantos? Quanta? Quantos?
1 quilo de alho.
How did you spell it? Okay. How many lemons? Oops, it's a Q.
Ela quer 3 cebolas.
Quanto? Alho.
Quantos limões você tem?
Quantos limões você tem?
Quantos limões você tem?
Quanto? Arroz. Cozinho. Eu.
I don't know how to put that. Okay. Okay.
E quantas bananas?
Quantos tomates é que você usa?
Quantos limões e quantas cebolas? Quantas?
Entre.
Custa. Alho. Metrô.
Eu não quero café com alho. Um quilo de alho.
Quanto? Arroz. Que? Cozinho.
Buy now with up to 12 months to pay. Delight them with the Dyson Air.
Why can't I get more energy then? Bloody. I'm going to update this app after this.
Mi piace il mio lavoro, ma è difficile.
Ciao, come stai?
Ciao, come stai?
Come stai?
Non è divertente.
Allora,
Mi dispiace, ma martedì lavoro. Piacere, io sono Mario. Come stai?
I've just realised I didn't get any lives back.
Piacere? Io sono Mario. Come stai? Piacere, io sono Mario. Come stai? Piacere? Io sono Mario. Come stai?
Non posso, ma grazie comunque.
Non è divertente.
Grazie comunque, ma non posso. Mi dispiace, io faccio yoga ogni martedì.
Il mio è stressante. Purtroppo il mio lavoro è stressante.
Oops. Thankfully, I managed without getting the energy. When you consider I stopped the app for that and I still forgot. Right. There we are.
Dad, can we get Super Duolingo? We can do a free trial.
But what if you change your mind? What if I forget to cancel?
Don't worry. They send a reminder 2 days before your trial ends.
Huh? Okay.
Good, I already signed us up.
Oh, come on. Well, you heard the kid. Give Super a try for free.
I don't get you humans. Sometimes you choose to do things the hard way. For instance, you could be learning faster, with unlimited energy and no ads. You could do the logical thing and try Super. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a bear.
De neushoorn heeft een harde hoorn. Het. Een.
Gebouw.
De kaas is hard. De jonge dieren zijn zacht.
Wat?
Mooi. Uitzicht. Jij bent zacht, net zoals een beer. Soms.
Hij.
Draagt. Een. Lelijke.
Trui.
Soms draagt hij een lelijke trui.
Soms draagt hij een lelijke trui.
Soms draagt hij een lelijke trui.
De.
Sterke. Mannen. Houden. Kleine.
Zachte. Dieren.
Oké.
Van. Dat is geen lelijk huis. Voel je dat?
Ik voel of het water koud is.
I did it again.
Soms. Draagt.
Hij.
Een. Lelijke.
Trui.
Oh dear. Never mind.
Hey y'all, Chessie Murph. Listen to all my music on demand on Amazon Music Unlimited. Start your free trial now.
Ta plaża jest piękna. Plaża. Piękna.
Plaża.
Gdzie jest lotnisko? Lotnisko. Gdzie?
Lotnisko.
One pracują w hotelu przy plaży.
Miasto. Miasto. To jest długa ulica. Długa ulica.
Restauracja. Nie lubię tej plaży. Kelner pracuje w restauracji.
Pracuje.
Restauracji. Jestem na plaży. Kościół. Kościół. To nasza ulica. Jesteście na ulicy? Na.
Ulic.
Jesteście na ulicy? Kocham mój kraj.
Jesteśmy na lotnisku. Lotnisku. Twój kraj jest piękny. Piękny.
Dad, can we get Super Duolingo? We can do a free trial.
But what if you change your mind? What if I forget to cancel?
Don't worry. They send a reminder 2 days before your trial ends.
Huh? Okay.
Good, I already signed us up.
Oh, come on. Well, you heard the kid. Give Super a try for free.
Dad, can we get Super Duolingo? We can do a free trial.
But what if you change your mind? What if I forget to cancel?
Don't worry. They send a reminder 2 days before your trial ends.
Huh? Okay.
Good, I already signed us up.
Oh, come on. Well, you heard the kid. Give Super a try for free.
I love to help, any way I can. And when you subscribe to Super Duolingo, you're not just helping yourself. You help provide free education to millions of learners around the world. So, join Super for the love of learners.
That's enough of that then.
Oes banner ar y traeth? Oes. Banner. Traeth.
Banner.
A banner.
Mae hi'n hoffi De America.
South America.
Unol Daleithiau America.
Wyt ti eisiau prynu banner?
Unol Daleithiau America. America.
Anthem.
De America.
Yr Unol Daleithiau.
Unol.
Daleithiau.
Gogledd America.
Anthem Genedlaethol. Banner.
Mae De America yn wych. Wych.
Banner.
Gyda.
Losi.
Ceffyl.
Amser. Wyt. Go.
America.
Ydw.
Chi. Clywed. Anthem.
Daearyddiaeth. Genedlaethol.
I might have wedi in there. Yeah.
Wedi.
Because it's the past tense. I enjoy hearing the national anthem.
Do.
Mwynhau.
Hearing.
Clywed.
Genedlaethol.
Are you in the Leeds or Bradford area and looking for a place to game? Then come and see us at Leodis Games.
Dove. Okay.
זאת האישה. הוא שמח. הכלב הולך. הכלב אוכל לחם?
Is the food coming? What did I write last time? Yeah. Never mind, got there in the end. That's enough of that then.